Greetings, folks. The road to Croke begins this Friday as thousands of concerned Irish GAA supporters plan to gather peacefully outside Croke Park at 10:30 a.m. Their message is simple but very powerful. This sacred ground, hallowed by the blood of patriots, deserves respect. Croke Park is not just a stadium, it's a national monument. It was here on Bloody Sunday in 1920 that 14 innocent people were murdered, including children and the GAA players, during a football match. Their spirits are forever bound to the soil of this pitch. It is a place of memory, of mourning and of meaning. Many now feel that hosting non-Christian religious ceremonies such as Islamic Eid prayers on this site, while well-intentioned, is deeply inappropriate and insensitive to the legacy of those who died in the struggle for Irish freedom. A peaceful protest now is being held to express their views, not out of hate, but out of respect for our history and our culture and our fallen dead. This is not about division, folks. It's about remembering who we are and about protecting the spiritual and the cultural significance of our most sacred national spaces. Next Saturday at 2 p.m, thousands of concerned citizens will take to the streets of Cork in a peaceful protest, a moment that may very well mark the largest public rally in the history of the Irish state. It is a cry from the heart of our Irish people to be heard, to be respected and to reclaim our future. And yet, what does the GAA decide to do? Schedule the Munster final, hurling final, Cork versus Limerick at 6 p.m. the very same day in the Gaelic grounds in Limerick. This isn't just poor planning. It feels like sabotage. The GAA, once a proud vessel of cultural resistance and community pride, now risks turning its back on its very own people who built it. Let us not forget 1920 and the 14 civilians that were murdered at Croke Park on Bloody Sunday. The GAA's legacy is bound up with sacrifice, with defiance and with freedom. When the people of Cork rise in peaceful resistance next Saturday, the GAA chooses to disrespect, divide and dilute the voice. It is difficult to determine the exact profit from the GAA has made over the past decade, but the financial picture is clear. In 2024, GAA revenues grew to 132 million, a 19% increase from the previous year. In 2023, they took in 112 million euros, and in 2024, they reported a consolidated surplus of 6.3 million euros. And what are they doing to the Irish people who built this organisation? The Irish people, the supporters of the GAA, are being asked to do in return, to pay 79 euros just to watch their own county teams play in the 2025 championship on GAA Go. This is a national disgrace. It's not called the Grab-All Association for nothing. Meanwhile, those at the top enjoy remarkable privileges. The GAA's president's salary is typically paid to cover the income lost from their previous role. For example, during the tenure of Christy Cooney, he was reportedly paid up to 450,000 euros over his 3-year term, with the GAA covering the salary from the position he left behind. The same arrangement applies to the GAA's Director General. While the specifics of expenses of Sean Kelly's tenure during his tenure as GAA president from 2003 to 2006 are not publicly available, it is also important to clarify that the role is primarily ceremonial and does not include a fixed salary. Any expenses reimbursed are typically for travel, accommodation and other necessary costs incurred in the performance of official duties. And yet, while the Grassroots volunteers, manages raffles to fund jerseys and pitch repairs. Well-connected figures reap the rewards of broken systems. Former GA manager Seamus Banty McEnany's company Grangelock Limited received €2.72 million from IPAS protection accommodation for providing asylum seekers accommodation since 2022. A previous company under Banty McEnany's control earned $15.78 million in state direct provision payments for the same purpose. This year, the GA sent a letter to every club in the country emphasising the importance of financial accountability. While the full contents of the letter have not been made public, it reportedly outlines expectations for financial transparency and responsible management of club funds. The grassroots are being held to standards that those at the top no longer seem to respect. This isn't just about sport anymore. This is about priorities and power. We have seen the symbolic gestures, the photo ops, the headlines. Sinn Féin President Mary Lou MacDonald attending the EID prayers at Croke Park. She paid tribute to the Muslim Sisters of Era and their soup kitchens in Dublin. And yet, when it comes to standing with the people of Cork, Irish families facing crisis, communities crying out for change, where is the same solidarity? Our government TDs, ministers, including Norma Foley, Michael Healy-Rae, Danny Healy-Rae, have endorsed the building of mosques in Tralee and Killarney. We are a Catholic country. Shame on our ministers and TDs for selling out our soul, for profiteering, for companies like the GA to profiteering. To President Charlotte Burns, I say, reschedule the match. Do it in the name of the spirit of community. Do it for Cork. Do it for the People's Republic, who deserve to be heard, not sidelined. To every GA supporter, to every lover of hurling and football, I say for one day, let the small ball wait. Let the crest of your jersey stand for more than sport. Let it stand for courage, conscience, and for country. We are at a turning point. Our people are awake. They are rising. And if we silence that voice now, we risk losing something far more greater and precious than a championship. Let Cork rise. Let Croke Park rise. Let Ireland rise. Gora Míle Maith Agaibh.